You may not believe it, but this is not a girl. It's a boy. This is a boy. This is a boy, and even this is a boy. None of the ones you see in these photos are girls. They are all boys, and this is Thailand. Thailand is an Asian country with a unique nature, but it is not only famous for its nature. There is something more famous, and that is the prostitution industry. An industry that has attracted many men from all over the world to this country. But everything is not as you think, and very dark things are happening behind the curtain of Thailand. Poor infrastructure, poverty, corruption, prostitution, and many other things. In this video, I want to show you the dark side of the Thailand. This video has several parts. In the first part, I will tell you about corruption and prostitution in Thailand. After that, I will tell you about the prostitution industry in Thailand, what is happening behind the scenes, and at the end of the video, I will tell you why there are so many boys who look like girls in Thailand. So, as always, I have to say, stay with Dark Fact. Literacy is one of the main foundations of any society, and this issue is very bad in Thailand. Wherever you travel in Thailand, you will notice the lack of literacy among Thai people. In Thai culture, people are very much in favor of peace and generally avoid conflicts and fights in any form. For example, saying a firm no is disrespectful in Thai culture. But let's go to what you most likely clicked in this video for, and that is the Thai prostitution industry. To explain this issue, we need to go to one of the cities in Thailand. Bangkok, a city that is famous for its rich culture of living streets and very attractive street food, and of course for another thing, which is the prostitution industry. There are two categories of people who do this all over the world. The first group are people who do this because it seems to be an easy job and has a very good money and can help them achieve their dreams and live a very luxurious life. But the second category, which makes up a very large percentage of these, they all have a common reason, and that is nothing but poverty. Poverty plays a very strong role in the development of this industry all over the world, and especially in countries where people's financial situation is not good. More people are going towards this work. If you walk in the streets of Thailand, you will see a contrast. On one side, young girls are standing and promoting themselves and their services, and in other parts of the city, you see people begging for money and food. In this Thai system, you see 18 or 19-year-old girls who are doing this professionally. The number of these people has increased so many that the world knows Thailand as the center of prostitution, and as I said, it attracts many tourists every year. But poverty in Thailand is not only limited to girls. Almost all boys are living in the same conditions of poverty. But boys are not in the same situation as girls, and they cannot do this work and earn money. But on the other hand, there are many of them who do not like living in poverty at all and do not want to be left behind by girls. That's why they say to themselves, let us enter this market and take advantage of all this demand. These boys are divided into several categories. The first group wear women's clothes and makeup and make themselves look like girls. Even these have customers, but their prices are much lower, but they are completely boys. The second group takes the work one step further. They perform the same tasks as the first group, but they also perform a series of surgeries such as breast implants or facial cosmetic surgery. This group is indecisive people, and if you pay close attention, you can notice that something is wrong. But because of the same breast surgery and injection that are done in their faces, it becomes a bit difficult to distinguish them from girls. But there's also a third group. Before we go to the third category, I request you to support this video with likes and comments and subscribe to the Dark Fact channel to watch videos like this. The third category is people who do all the work of the second category, but they also change their gender. That means they become real girls. A large percentage of girls who work in Thailand belong to the third category. Now, sex reassignment surgery is happening all over the world, but it usually happens when people believe that they were born in the wrong body and based on a series of issues that exist in their spirit and personality. After receiving the necessary permits, they change gender. But this is not like this in Thailand. Maybe 1 out of 10 people is like this. But more than 90% of them are just boys who are not willing to live in poverty and limit many things in their lives, just so they can have a better life. This issue is not limited to Thailand itself. In general, there are many countries in East Asia whose people are living in extreme poverty. On the other hand, places like Thailand have such weak police and law enforcement that it is very easy for criminals to do whatever they want. Criminals also, when they see that there is so much demand for this issue and the law has nothing to do with them, they go and illegally import girls and boys from other countries into Thailand and bring them into the business. They do all the work for them, and from then on they get a very large percentage of their income. People who were illegally brought to Thailand by these criminals are not allowed to leave Thailand. Even if they have permission, they have no way back. The boys because of what they did there, and the girls because of the very bad history they found. Thailand has a very good nightlife. It is a very lively and alive. It has a series of streets that are the ones you see them now. Both sides of this street are full of bars and clubs, and in front of these clubs there are girls who work for the same clubs. Many of the owners of these clubs import these youngsters from other countries to Thailand. They stand in front of those clubs and advertise themselves and those clubs. They get a commission for every person who enters that club. Despite all the things I told you, there are still some strict rules in Thailand. For example, people who humiliate these girls or boys in any way will be fined heavily and police will encounter them severely. For example, if someone disturbs a girl who is not an employee of these clubs in any way or makes unusual proposals, he will be arrested by the police and will be fined very heavily. But after all, Thailand has wonderful nature and there are many people who travel to Thailand because of this nature. Do you like to travel to Thailand for its nature or other attractions?